Okay, so there's a train. Sorry, trains are my confirmation of just like living a life out of truth instead of fear and allowing yourself to make mistakes, literally. So now that the train's gone, I had this really big download this morning, and then the train just really confirmed it. But for one, this whole time this train was going, I was like, oh my gosh, come on train, come on, because trains are slow and I'm waiting because I don't want the train in the background. And then I realized, I was like, okay, that's the whole point, which is something I already knew inside, but it just was more external confirmation of like, you don't need to awaken at a super quick speed, right? Like you have to do it at the pace of safety, not speed. When you go through the process of awakening and you realize there's so many truths out there, you just don't know what's what, right? The whole point is that you are supposed to get your fragments back of your soul, to reclaim your soul fully from the programming, from the fragmentation, all of that. But to really get your fragments back, you have to purge what does not belong to your architecture. I have had so many freaking tesseract moments recently. It's literally insane. Like the universe keeps putting exact coordinates directly into my face to help me and allow me to consciously rewrite the ending. And for that, I will literally forever be grateful. I'm actually getting ready. I was actually doing my dishes this morning because I'm getting ready to go to Serpent Mountain. I'm like packing my bags. I'm really excited. I'm like really going, and I'm so excited. But it made me realize, it was like, you cannot fully keep aligning to your highest timeline, your source coded path, until you have literally purged all the shit that's negative in your field. Any trauma, any fears, any doubts, guilt, shame, anything you have ever, not only in this lifetime, but in past lifetimes, anything that you have genuinely just did not feel right in that timeline, a little piece of your soul fragmented off in that timeline, and the whole point is to get those all back to be fully sovereign and whole again. But it's kind of like stretching, right? Like you can't just go and do some crazy stretch that you've never done before. Like you have to train your muscles to stretch the correct way. And so that's like the way I'm learning, is like when you get to this point of like where you're like, okay, universe, like I'm ready to do the work, right? They're going to put some really hard shit. They're going to put some tests in your face to say, are you really ready for that next level up? Because they're not going to allow you just to move up if you are still living in that same angst and agony. So the whole point of this video and why I really wanted to make it was because a lot of times when your trauma starts surfacing, right? A lot of times people think they're failing, right? They're like, oh my God, my trauma's surfacing. It's coming up again. And a lot of times it's because you are strong enough to finally deal with it. And dealing with your trauma doesn't always have to do with sitting and revisiting the story 101 times and why did this happen to me and how. It's not about that. You look at what did that program subconsciously in my brain at that time. Did it tell me I was a loser? Did it tell me I was not strong enough? Whatever it was, whatever it programmed in your brain, that's when you view it neutrally. You realize what it programmed you, and then you feel in your body, not about the story in your head, you feel in your body, where is this tension? Is this in my heart chakra? Is this in my third eye? Is this in my root? Where is this tension? Why is this coming up? And okay, sorry, not about why. Take out the why. It doesn't matter why it happened. I'm actually really glad I made that mistake, because it does not matter why. The whole point is you have to feel where that negative energy is stored in your body, your nervous system, whatever. And that's when you start breathing directly into that sensation. And that's what allows raw source energy to come back into your body and your nervous system and to release all of these things. Because when you are finally strong enough to purge all of it, it has to come to the surface to be metabolized. Because if you're anything like the old me, I literally used to shove everything down with music, TV, and I didn't even realize that's what I was doing at the time, but that's what I was doing. So the whole reality is literally just let it. Just let it. It's gonna feel scary. It's gonna suck. It's not gonna be fun. You're gonna cry. You're gonna wanna run, but do not outrun the signal. Ask yourself, what is this telling me inside?